Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hashtag Sports and welcome to another edition of Razor Sharpe Picks. Hope you are all having a wonderful holiday, enjoying time with family and enjoying time with friends, whatever you might be doing this holiday season. Hopefully, you are enjoying yourself immensely. Guys, it is Thursday night. If you can see the reflection in my Buffalo Bills plaque behind me, we're currently in the third quarter of the Thursday night football game, 6-3. 6-3. That's excitement, right? That's excitement. Seattle needs this game to keep their playoff hopes alive. Their chances to win the division are riding on this game. And what do they do to prove that they're ready to go? Put up 6 points in 2+ quarters. Beautiful. Beautiful. But they are winning. They are keeping those hopes alive. It's rainy in Chicago. But we want to give you our razor sharp picks. Do we every single week? Most of the time we're live, right? Most of the time Ryan and I go live, have a good time, give you our picks, give you our parlays, all that good stuff. But with the holiday season, things are going crazy. Going crazy. If you follow us on Twitter, both Ryan and I gave you our Wednesday picks. Ryan picked both underdogs and he was 0 for 2. I picked the Ravens to cover, or I picked the Ravens to win. I picked Houston to cover the spread. So I'm 1-1 straight up, 0-2 against the spread. Beautiful way to start out, right? Starting off as good as Seattle did in this game. Just beautiful. It looks ugly, but if you remember what our picks have been throughout the weeks, I'm recording this right after Christmas, so I don't have the slideshow. It's not as exciting, so I do apologize for that. We'll make sure we have that ready for you next week, week 18, the last week of the regular season. But I don't have that for you for this recording, which will go on the internet, on YouTube, go live, go viral, whatever the case might be, on Friday morning. So make sure you catch that if you can. And guys, again, I'm going to give you my picks. We have some Saturday football games again this week. A lot of fun stuff going on. The Chiefs clinched the 1 seed in the AFC, so the Buffalo Bills with a win would clinch the 2 seed in the AFC. Unfortunately, it's just not meant to be. It's not in the cards this year for the Buffalo Bills to be the number 1 overall seed. But listen, if you're the 2 seed, that's not too bad. Not too shabby. You missed out on that bye week, but with the Buffalo Bills, if they clinch in week 17, the bye week can be week 18. Rest all your starters week 18, and you'll be all right. So again, Christmas Day, you had the Chiefs beat the Steelers 29-10. The Steelers now fighting with the Ravens for the division. The Ravens with the win, I believe, take that division lead in the AFC North at the moment, but does boil down to next week. The Ravens sit at 11-5. The Pittsburgh Steelers at 10-6. So that means the Ravens right now leading the AFC North. Will it stay that way for the playoffs? We'll have to wait and see. But that's the way it looks right now. In this Thursday game, Seattle came into this game as 5.5-point favorites on the road going to Chicago, guys. I had Seattle winning this game. I had Seattle covering the spread. If I log into my FanDuel account, because you guys know how I do it, I like to do those prime time parlays. Unfortunately, you're not going to see this one if you ride with me. But this season, it's better that you don't ride with me with my picks. But I'll give you what my parlay was for this Thursday football game. More than likely at this point, not going to hit. No surprise there, only because, well, that's what it's been like so far for me all season long. However, last week, I did end up in the black, not in the red last week. So looking to improve upon that. And listen, this parlay, again, it's still in the third quarter. Definitely can hit. Definitely can hit. But right now I got Zach Charbonnet to get over 73 yards or over as the first leg of the parlay. Keenan Allen, who only had one catch in the first half for like 12 yards or 16 yards. So he's not going to hit this unless he goes off in the second half for 62 receiving yards or more. That's what I got. And then Caleb Williams to record less than 2 touchdown passes. He does not have one. No one has one as of right now in this game. So really, if I look at the Chardonnay pick and the Keenan Allen pick, I just need them. Listen, Chardonnay had a good first half, and he could get close to hitting that 73 yards. But that's what I did for my Thursday night primetime parlay. I hope it hits. And then Friday, you guys could see this. Like, hey, Joe does hit some bets sometimes, but it's rare. So if I do hit this one, don't ride with me for like another 7 years. Again, Seahawks up 6-3 right now in the third quarter. Again, we have 3 Saturday games. I'm going to go through them all with you. And I don't have Ryan's picks, unfortunately. Again, the holidays, things happen. I hope you guys, like I said, are enjoying your holiday. Hashtag Nation. Really do appreciate if you haven't already hit that thumbs up button. Do it. Because all I'm going to do is keep talking. I barely breathe pretty much ever, as you guys know, with my live streams. And again, I will be live again this Sunday for the game between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The New York Jets. Remember, it's Patriots, Jets, Patriots. So going to December 28th, you got the Los Angeles Chargers, 4.5-point favorites as they play our division rival, at least one of them, the New England Patriots in New England. You look at this game, the LA Chargers trying to stay up in that fight for the 6th and 7th wild card spot. Currently sitting in that 6th spot. Again, you don't want the 7th spot. You don't want to go to Buffalo in January, especially if you're LA. Like Denver, you might be able to handle it, right? You can handle the weather. But if you're LA, you don't want to go to Buffalo in January to play a playoff game. So you want to keep winning. This is a team that you should beat. And to be honest with you, this is a team that you should beat by 10 points. You should beat this team by 2 scores. Give me the San Diego LA Chargers to win this game. Give me the Chargers to cover a 4.5-point spread. Moving on to the late afternoon, early evening game between the Broncos and Bengals. This is one of my favorite games of the weekend. Definitely going to take the over, say at 49.5. Bengals are 3.5-point favorites. The Broncos know they have to win one of these next 2 games to get into the playoffs. They need to win one of these next 2 games to make sure they guarantee themselves a win the playoffs. And who they play week 18 doesn't get easier for them. They play the division leading Chiefs. However, with the Chiefs wrapping up that number 1 overall seed, maybe it just got a little bit easier for them. But do you really want to rely on week 18? Do you really want to rely on week 18? Even though, you go into week 18, you're not sure what Chargers team is showing up yet. You don't know who's playing. Is Mahomes playing a half? Is a half of a Patrick Mahomes Chiefs team good enough to beat the Broncos? They struggled the first time they played each other. That doesn't mean anything going into this matchup, week 18. So you want to take care of business. I know the Bengals are the favorites in this game. Give me the Broncos to win this game outright to clinch themselves a spot in the AFC playoff picture. Then the late game, you have the Arizona Cardinals. Very slim chances to make the playoffs. Not sure what's going on in the Bears game. The Bears are returning an interception or fumble back for a touchdown. Or it looks like there was a whistle, maybe. I don't know. You guys can what happened in the comment section when you watch this. Who knows what happened? But the Cardinals, I don't think they actually have playoff chances right now. Obviously, if they want to make the playoffs, it would have to be a division win. The Rams sit at 9-6, currently winning the division as it sits right now. Maybe if I'm thinking that the Rams play the Seahawks. Now they give the Bears the touchdown. The Rams play the Seahawks the last week of the season, so that's why I think it's hard for Arizona to have a playoff spot. Doesn't really matter in this one. The Rams 6.5-point favorites. I like the Rams to cover, and again, I take the over, saying at 47.5. Those are your Saturday slate games. 3 games on Saturday. I hope you guys enjoy them. I'm going to be happy that none of these games are on Netflix. Not sure if you guys caught those games on Netflix. Listen, they did better than the Mike Tyson Logan Paul fight in streaming those games. But I just don't want to get used to another streaming service having a whole bunch of football. Just found out while I was watching this game that Amazon Prime is going to carry a playoff game. Ridiculous. I don't like it at all, but it is what it is. Going on to the Sunday slate of games. Again, full slates of games. You have the 1 o'clock slate of games. Start with our Buffalo Bills, 9.5-point favorites against the Jets. Listen, this is a divisional matchup like we saw last week against New England. A lot of people thought, including myself and Ryan, thought that the Buffalo Bills were going to handle a 14-point spread. It did not happen. Now, whether that be because the Buffalo Bills are trying new things on offense or it was they were trying to get some things on film, I have not seen Joe Anderson lined up in the tight end as an eligible receiver going motion a whole bunch in that last game. I haven't seen that too much before this season, before last week's game. So obviously they're trying new things, whether that be to see what works to go into the playoffs or to see, to just put stuff on film to make defenses have to worry about that. Not sure, but it seemed to work pretty well. James Cook had a pretty good game last week, including a rushing touchdown of 47 yards. So good game by James Cook. Give me the Buffalo Bills and James Cook to have another good game. Buffalo Bills cover a 9.5-point spread, but give me the under on 46.5 points. Don't think the Jets are scoring too much. Not much to play for if you're a New York, New Jersey Jet. The Dallas Cowboys, in what's normally a great division matchup, go up against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles coming off a tough loss to the Commanders, now going back home. 7-point favorites. The over-under 39.5. Very low over-under for this game. That's why I am actually going to take the over in this game. Just very low, right? Anytime it's under 40 points, I like taking the over. Although, we talk about teams like the Steelers, talk about teams like, teams that have the Browns, teams that have great defenses. Every once in a while, you do want to go under on these 40 or less point games. But in this game, give me the over at 39.5. Give me the Cowboys to cover a 7-point spread, but give me the Eagles to win the game straight up. Speaking of taking the under, when a spread is or an over-under is under 40 points, the next one's 37.5 points. You've got the Las Vegas Raiders going to New Orleans playing the Saints. I don't know who's scoring. That's the problem. I don't know who's scoring. Who is scoring points for this team? We've seen the defenses play pretty well over the last few weeks for both these teams. But who's scoring for these teams? Give me the Raiders to win this game on the road. So they cut and give me them covering a 1-point spread. But I think this game goes under 37.5. I don't know who scores for these teams. I honestly don't. So give me the Las Vegas Raiders to cover. Give me the under in this matchup. Then you go to New Jersey. While we're beating up on the New Jersey Jets, the New Jersey Giants are at home playing against the Indianapolis Colts. Again, the Colts looking for a miracle at this point. All I need is a miracle. All I need is the Broncos to lose. All I need is a miracle. All I need is the Bengals to win this week, but not next. They need a lot of help. A lot of help. Just like my singing needs a lot of help. They need a lot of help to get into the playoffs. The Colts 7.5-point favorites in this matchup. I think the Colts win it, and I think they cover a 7.5-point spread. I'm changing my mind. I think that the Colts, being a dome team, the weather might play a factor. Give me the Colts to win this game still. Give me the Giants to cover that 7.5-point spread. Then you go on, continuing with the 1 o'clock slate of games. You have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No one wants to win the NFC South. I'm telling you, Atlanta, Tampa, Atlanta, Tampa, Tampa, Atlanta, Atlanta, Tampa. Very interesting how that's going to turn out these last 2 weeks of the season. They are at home to play another division rival, the Carolina Panthers. Panthers, again, playing better as of late, right? As long as they're not favorites, they're going to play pretty well. I think they play well in this matchup, too. I think they come up short. 7.5-point underdogs. I think they lose this game overall. But I could see them easily covering a 7.5-point spread. If you're a Panther fan, you're excited about what you have in Bryce Young, and I don't blame you for that. I think that he's been showing signs of improvement. Now it's going to be interesting to see what kind of digression he faces going into his 3rd season, right? What happens in this offseason, and how can he continue to improve and not continue to trend downward like he did at the beginning of this year after last year. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the offseason with that team. But the last 1 o'clock game, another divisional matchup. You got the Tennessee Titans as 1-point favorites on the road against the Jaguars. Give me the Jaguars to win this matchup straight up. Give me the over at 39. No, give me the over at 39.5. I think they find a way to score some points in that game. Only 2 4 o'clock games. So very interesting. You're going to get both these games on television. I believe one's going to be on CBS. The other is going to be on Fox. Most eyeballs are probably going to be on that Packers-Vikings matchup. It's going to be a big matchup. I think that the Packers have been playing really good ball as the season is winding to a close. And I picked during the offseason that the Packers would represent the NFC in the Super Bowl, and I still stand by that. I think that is still going to be my Super Bowl pick. I think with the Lions' injury concerns, I think that has them kind of beaten up. No matter how good the Eagles have been looking, they just lost last week. But, man, that locker room is a mess. It's going to come back to haunt them, guys. It's going to come back to haunt them. Nick Sirianni is going to make a mistake on the field, and it might even end up costing him his job in the offseason. Don't say I didn't warn you if it happens. I think that Nick Sirianni, even though the Eagles are going to win that division, even though the Eagles are probably going to be the number 2 seed overall, I think that Nick Sirianni is on the hot seat. And as I said with Ryan, either last week or the week before that, this Eagles team is shaping up to be that one team that no one saw losing in the first round, that just loses in the first round to a wild card team. Because remember, they would have to play a decent squad, right? A decent Green Bay squad, maybe, right? Like who knows? Who knows what's going to happen there? But I think that that's going to be a very interesting first round matchup, no matter who they end up playing. But the Dolphins are 6.5 point favorites against the Browns. I think the Browns defense keeps this thing close. I think that goes under the 39.5. Give me the Dolphins to pull it out at the end. I just don't know what the Browns are going to do on offense to score enough points to beat that team. Give me the Packers to upset the Vikings in Minnesota. Give me the Packers to win that game. Give me the over as the over-under set at 48.5. And then the Sunday night football game, the Atlanta Falcons going to Washington to play Commanders. Commanders off a huge emotional high win. I think that they continue on that emotional roller coaster, get another win. I just think it's going to be a field goal game. Give me the Falcons to cover the spread, but give me Washington to win the game straight up. Monday Night Football, a game that many thought was going to be a lot of fun at the beginning of the season, has kind of lost its luster as the Detroit Lions go into San Fran to play the San Francisco 49ers. Detroit, 3.5 point favorites in that matchup. I like the Lions to win. I like the Lions to cover. I think the 49ers have kind of lost that spirit, lost that want to win ball games here down the stretch. Again, a lot of injuries for the San Francisco 49ers. Unfortunately, can't help that all the time. McCaffrey has been pretty much a no-go all season long. And then you have some other injuries at the running back position. Obviously, the injury to Brandon Ayuk earlier in the year out for the season. Samuel's been out at times this season. Just a lot going on in the San Francisco area. And if you know this team at all, if you know the San Francisco 49ers, a lot of personal issues within that locker room too, unfortunately, unfolding during this year as well. So, these are just things that unfortunately sometimes happen. And this team has struggled because of that. Give me the Lions to win on Monday Night Football. Give me the under at 50.5, though. This is one of those primetime games. Detroit going to San Fran might take that offense a little bit to get going. San Fran might have an early lead in this one, but give me the Lions to win this game. Give me the Lions to cover a 3.5 point spread, but the under of 50.5. So those are my picks for this weekend, guys. I didn't even have time to make parlays or picks as far as betting goes. As I look at this 2nd and 24 for the Bears, start of the fourth quarter. Pass is deflected on 2nd and 24. Gonna be 3rd and 24. Still 6-3. What a great third quarter that was. Glad I missed it hanging out with you guys, talking with you guys. Again, let me know in the comment section who you got winning this weekend. By the time you see this game will be over. I kind of wish it was already, but currently 6-3 at the start of the fourth quarter. We know that the Bills no longer get the 1 seed. Hopefully, they go ahead and finish off business on Sunday against the Jets to give themselves the guaranteed 2 seed. Then they can rest their players, including Josh Allen, in Week 18. But we'll see. We'll see how it all unfolds this Sunday. Again, let me know in the comment section who you like this weekend. Let me know if you have any prop bets that you would like to see happen this weekend. I'm still gonna make some. I'm still gonna make my prop bets, so make sure you follow me on Twitter. I will put those out before the weekend games start. Again, you know that my picks for this game, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to come to fruition at all because I still have Allen getting me no yards at all. And Allen has 4 catches for 26 yards. I still need to get like 40 yards in the fourth quarter. Can happen, but probably won't. And then Chardonnay currently set at 56 yards. He needs 20 here or there in the fourth quarter, and Seattle's about to get the ball. So that could happen. So we'll see what happens. But I will let you know my other picks through X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. So follow me at Believers Talk on X, and we will see you there. Hopefully, again, let me know in the comment section your picks. If you're not subscribed to Hashtag Sports, hit that subscribe button. Join me Sunday for the live play-by-play and reaction for the game between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Thank you to Mr. Rogers Homes for sponsoring Hashtag Sports. Guys, all that information is going to be in the description of the video, whether you want to go to the website, follow him on his YouTube page. A lot of great real estate advice. And listen, if you're looking to make wealth using real estate to do so, check him out over down in Arizona, a great place to lean on real estate to get that wealth. So we'll see. We'll thank him for that, and we'll see what happens this weekend. Again, Sorry for the technical difficulties. Sorry this isn't live like it is every other week. We hope to be back live the last Wednesday of the season. I guess that would be New Year's Day. So maybe not. Maybe it'll be Thursday again. Who knows? Who knows? And there wouldn't be hashtag sports if we didn't know what was going on. So thanks a lot, guys. Talk to y'all soon. Until we do. Go Bills.